Alright, you already know who it is, man. Just let them know late. You tuning in to Smack Life TV. Feel me?
Smack life with the trees, living like a layman.
Smack Smackavelli and all that there. We back with another one. We got the viral sensation in this joint. We got let them know lay in the building, huh? How you feeling, Charles?
Man, I'm feeling good. How you?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm good. Shit, man, we finally got to put this on together.
For real, it's been in the works, y'all, but we finally hit.
First of all, how was the day? How was everything?
They was cool, you feel me? Started off working like that. 62 and you already know, but been working. We left a little freestyle joint before this joint. Now we hit.
Yeah, that's alright. Where that joint was at?
Highlight Studios.
Like performing with the mic and shit.
Yeah, they had they had their joint set up kind of like a funk flex type joint.
Okay.
Yeah, that shit was hard.
How was that? Like,
that shit was lit. Nah, I wasn't no other artist there. They started doing the freestyle joints and shit. They just like lit. I get they just like lit.
That's alright. Shout out to them. Alright, this your first time sitting down with us, so we gonna go to your background and stuff.
Nah, for real.
You're originally from VA.
Yeah.
Alright, so what part of VA?
From Newz, VA.
Alright, so yeah. What's that bad like?
So basically, that's like Springfield type. I ain't even gonna hold you. A little section and shit.
Let's say like what's a summertime, good summertime you remember around that job?
Every summer, bro, like Green Hills, bro, we just like lit. Even though that shit was like, it's crazy. Cause that shit was like Section 8 in a randomest ass place, so it's like, even though like it's big shit around us, like nah, like we was just we was thugging right there for real, like summers was lit. We was doing some wild shit, man. Yeah, I fell off the back of the ice cream truck, all that shit one summer. I was lit. Geeking, trying to run that joint. I was trying, bruh. All the old niggas was like riding that joint up the hill. It was a big ass hill and shit. I was like, I'm gonna do that shit. And then when the joint started moving, they was like nail and jump. I just jumped. I tumbled like shit, bro. That's probably one of the latest summers.
That's crazy.
I got whooped for that shit. Nah, for real.
DMV, let's start there. Yeah. So DMV, like me, I understand the whole bringing it together type stuff.
Hell yeah.
But sometimes it seems like VA job, like possibly VA just like we VA type.
Hell
the city DC gonna be on
real.
something else. This is Washington DC, and then you got the Maryland, you got Baltimore, then you got PG and the rest of it. So you know what I'm saying? How you view that shit coming from actual VA?
I mean, I feel like it is the metropolitan area. It's certain places like that I would say is the DMV. Like I don't know, I guess it's the DMV as a whole, but you have people that just stamp in a section. Like for example, like kind of after like Fredericksburg, it's not really like the DMV no more. Like Richmond, they on their own. Shout out to Richmond. Shout out like Southern VA, you feel me? 757 on their own shit, Same with B-More. Shout out to B-More, but they on their own shit too. But it just depends on who you talking to, because like if somebody like I don't know, to me like to an outsider or something, it's like it's all DMV, bro. I don't want to hear you say shit about B-More. I don't want to hear you talk down on Richmond or 757 because we all together. But the DMV is technically like metropolitan area to me. I don't know. Other people be like, nah, it's only this. Some people be like, it's only this place. So it just depends on who you talk to, for real. Yeah. I just know we up next. That's all I know.
Nah, for real.
Facts.
Alright, so as far as the music goes, like where does music start for you?
Basically, music started for me when I was younger. Like my father, he used to be like battle rapping and freestyling back in the day. So when I figured out could rap and shit, I'd be showing him little shit. Yeah. He was like, nah, I ain't really with it. But I remember one day I was like, went to him with some shit. He was like, nah, you got that shit. Like I realized I'd be calling my father like, bro, do this crank, dad. Like even before I did the joint earlier, I'm like, dad, do this sound right? Like, so that's where it started in like church and shit. Like we was in the choirs and everything like that. Like I used to I started off going to Ebenezer out Alexandria. Shout out Alexandria. Yeah. So all my folks and shit from like made right there. Then we moved out Springfield. Not too long after that, and then that's when music started at for me, and I just been trying to do that shit ever since.
You sing too, or you keep that
I don't sing for real. Like I don't be singing for real. I got like a couple joints where I didn't did some singing on it, but I wouldn't consider me a singer. Okay. It was all of y'all gonna get y'all ass up and y'all gonna do something at church. Y'all gonna sing, y'all gonna do this. It's youth choir, y'all doing this. It's youth Bible study, y'all doing that. We was like, I wouldn't say we was forced because it was late, but we was y'all we was y'all forced.
So you grew up with
for real.
both like parents in your, like they was in the same house, or just they both in your life?
So basically, like, both my parents in my life for sure. I live with my dad most of the time though. Like my mother, she just like was on her work and shit. My mother used to do a lot of hair and shit like that. So I ain't really. She was dead, but like, you know, I was with my father most of the time and shit like that. Okay. Rest in peace, Beanie B. Feel me? My mother was a realist, y'all. Don't get it twisted. Long live my dudes, no, for real.
Alright, so but the connection, a lot of people don't have that type of connection with their father.
Yeah.
When it comes to something they do, like, hey, this my jump shot like that if their father play ball or something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But alright, so with the rap, like, what's that connection like? And do he give you constructive criticism? Like, nah, that ain't it, or yeah, that's cool, but do this. You know what I'm saying? How do you take that?
I feel like, you know, it's just different generations. Like my father came from a different generation. Like, if hip hop is 50, my father about to be 50. So like when he was born, like that's when it started. So like hip hop was different when my dad was listening to hip hop from now. So it's certain stuff that my dad probably won't gravitate to, like the beat choices and stuff like that. But I feel like he really pay attention to like the words I'm saying. So like when I have a song like 16 or I got a song Overdose, Relapsing, like, you know, he really listening to it like, yeah, this crank. And then you put it on like, you know, put it on something that gravitates to like people around my age, but it's still like, yeah. So he really be messing with the music for real, for real. Like my father, he be on my TikTok commenting and everything. Like that's my heart for real.
That's alright. So let's take it back to like the beginning of what was your first time you recorded?
My first time I recorded was with my brother Glenn. We was my brother, we was staying, where we was staying at? Like by Hayfield type shit. That's a school out VA and shit. And we just started recording, bro. Like I don't even think it was Reaper, but like no band joints, whatever joints we was using at the time. It was real live. A mic, like a blue mic maybe, if not even a blue mic, it was like some $20 mic. And on the screen it was real live, a gray key bar with the beat and the recording. Like it wasn't nothing else. It wasn't no presets, no none of that shit. Like yeah, it might have been Audacity or something. It might have been a stock recording joint on like the computer for some shit. But yeah, once we did that shit, bro, we'd be cranking that joint. That joint sounded terrible. My brother Craig had a CRV. We would do a bunch of songs, bro. We'd be like cranking them joints. Yeah, man, like real live, like, yeah. That's where it all started at, like, just record, bro. That shit was crazy, bro. Like, just listening to that shit, like, I go on my SoundCloud and listen to some of that shit and try to listen to some of that shit now. That shit, like, damn, like, I will never do that shit again. This shit sound wicked.
Wow, but it was like that.
Yeah, it was like that at the time. Like, we was lit. Yeah, man, that shit crazy.
How old was you when you started first recording?
I probably had to be like 12, 13 when I first started recording. I was young, you feel me? We was going to like, if we wanted to go to the studio, we was going to Midi East. Shout out Midi East. I don't know. They had a new studio recently. I don't know if they still right there, but shout out Midi East. That's where y'all like started for a lot of us out VA.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Alright, so who's some of your influences, like, as far as who's you listening to first?
For real, listening to music with my father and it was a lot of like quiet storm in the house. Like, I don't know. That's why I feel like sometimes I'm big on like samples and
yeah.
My father was big on after like 7 o'clock, like Keyz is to be seen, I heard type shit. Like, so like a lot of slow music. But my mother, like my mother listened to a lot of like T.I., Plasty, playing like club music. My mother was outside for real, y'all. Like Zanzibar, Love, all them old clubs. I know y'all shopped the cabarets and shit. Ma was outside, so when it came to D4L, Laffy Taffy, Tipsy, all them type songs, my mother would listen to them joints. We used to listen to them joints. Or like She Be in Her Bag, Jasmine Sullivan. Real life, she bust the windows on my father, Mishi Bishi, Diamante, bro, back in the day, bro. I lied to you not. I don't even remember. She probably was cranking that song, but like she was on her. So I gotta like, it's a lot of musical influences that I had in my life. You feel me? Yeah. It all came together though.
Most definitely. Cause yeah, you definitely, like you were saying, your sample, your ear for samples.
Yeah.
A1.
I appreciate that. Nah, for real.
Who's some of your, like, just randomly, like, who's some of, like, your favorite producers that sample?
Right now, for real, I'm locking in with my man's Unexpected. My dog is like a beast at the samples, you feel me? Mm-hmm. A beast at the samples. Also, who else I locked in? I was locking in with Vondre. We've got some we about to do soon. Vondre and EA. Them two on the samples, they just like be going crazy with that shit. too, and they also go crazy like on their own shit like that too. And also, I just did a joint with Raw on the beat. Raw he be going crazy too with that shit too. Like just the I don't know, the way they do the samples and just finesse that shit like, and like the shit be quick. Like if I call X, I send him that shit, I be like, all right, this nigga doing something else. Nah, this nigga real live begin to that shit, like real live. Niggas begin to that shit, like, or you feel me? If Andre send me a pack, like, let me know what you need, like, you know, niggas be on that shit, or like, you know, just even locking in with Ross. Shout out to him. Like I ain't even had it at the time. He like, look, Lay, I'm about to send you this pack. Give me when you get me, like, you know, like just locking in with real niggas. And there's more producers I do be locking in with too. Like I do be on the YouTube beats heavy though. What's his name? Loco Beats, Loco Jai Crank too. I be trying to grab his joints off BeatStars and shit like that.
What's the process like of you recording? Like you some people punch in, do you write prior to going to your session or you do it all while you there?
I feel like it just all depends because sometimes when I'm in the studio, like if I'm in the studio with X, we be cooking up right there, or he'll pull something up, or like I be recording with my little brother Guap. He'll have some beats in the cut. He'll be like, Lay, I feel like you sound good on this remix, or do this, do that, like shit like that. So it all depends. But for real, I be kind of giving myself like writing prompts. Like I'll write a hook or something and then try to like freestyle the verse. I know like I'm great at punching in, but when I'm stuck, like I be stuck. Like I be like, bro, like just play the beat real quick. Yeah. I'm about to finish writing this joint. Niggas be like, damn, because you know some days I be on the road with the punching. And I be like, nah, bro, I got it right. They be like, for real? They be like, Lay, you got, like, bro, I'm infamous for this shit. I will have, like, 2 bars left. And I be like, bro, I got to finish, I got to write this joint. Niggas be like, what the f***? Like, what the f*** you saying you got to finish this joint? You got to the end of the song. So, like, yeah, that's how the process go for me. It's a little unchy. Y'all probably like, she probably ain't even say the process, but nah. That's my process for me. Only if you understand.
Nah, I get you.
Hell yeah.
We gonna go to the hit, like, your first, like, I'm sure 16 wasn't your first song, but the impact, like, that impact hit, but like, that shit was a wave. It's still a wave, you feel me? So like, what was that process like for you making that song and then seeing the success? Cause it wasn't like instantly at like almost 1 million, but you saying like, damn, it's only at 200, damn, it's only at 5, damn, this, you know what I'm saying?
So I feel like just, at first I didn't want to do the song for real, y'all, like, my girl real life was pressing me to get the song out, you feel me? And I went and did that joint. Greenhouse blessed me, you know.
I'm sorry, how she hit a joint in order to be like, bro, you need to put this out?
Cause I was like freestyling over the beat, and then one day she was like, you always freestyling over this joint, you like, you need to do that joint or like move on to the next project if you really ain't gonna do that. So, you know, I recorded the joint at Greenhouse, they blessed me with the session and shit. And then from there, like, the shit went up. Like, I just started locking in with the right platforms in the DMV. You know, just really locking in with the right people and pushing it. And not even, like, not only that, locking in with the right people. Like, I had to know myself, like, kind of delusional a little bit. Like, yeah, I'm about to put my last into a song that might not blow up. And this shit kind of blew up. Or, like, you know. And I be trying to tell myself, too, like, get back to that drive. Because I used to do, like, guerrilla marketing kind of with that shit. Like, I send that shit to everybody, like, messaging random people, telling motherfuckers to subscribe to me and shit, like, real life just pushing my shit. I feel like, me personally, I don't care. Like, you could say I'm a nigga could be like, oh, like, that shit annoying, but I feel like it works for me. Like, they be like, damn, shawty really trying to go get it. For real.
What was the process like, that snowball effect of you putting it down out and the first wave, like, you first getting your feedback? What was that like?
It was lit for real. Like, when I first put that joint out, everybody was fucking with it. Like, VA was fucking with it. Shout out VA Hip Hop Hood and Newz, DMV Hoodz and Newz, you know, like, just shout out, like, you know, locking in with the right platforms, and then they showing me love on the back end. Like, you know, I ain't really have, like, sometimes I ain't have all the bread for certain shit, but I be spending that shit, like, you know, like, just, yeah, man, just trying to push that shit, locking in with the right people, and then, hey, that shit went up from there.
For sure. What would you say to like people that ain't trying to put, what effect did you see if you marketing it? Other than like some niggas like, bro, I'm gonna put it out, they gonna hear it, if not, then.
I mean, I think O-Dog said it on one of his videos. He was being like funny as shit on the joint, but he was real life serious. He like, you can't keep promoting to the same 20 people that follow you, or the same, you know, little bit of people that follow you, you know. I just feel like I started at like, you know, the followers don't matter, but I started like 3K followers, and when I was pushing it, it was like, you know, all right, you at 3,500, but when I was like, all right, bet, like, or even say Keyz made a post, he was like, because, you know, people kind of be like running for like bigger blogs, like, no, pay the blogs in your city, you know, like that, because everybody got a little blog. It might not be called Hoodz and Newz, but they got a Hoodz and Newz for Cali. Like, shout out to Thizzler, you feel me? They didn't throw me up on their page and shit like that. Or like not out Cali, I just said Cali, out Texas, you know, you got Texas Talk, Spade TV, I think I don't know if Beezy from right there or Atlanta, but still, like, it's just a lot of people that I was locking in with on the promo tip, or like even North Carolina, shout out Big Mouth Media, you know, or just even out here, like, I was started doing shows with Keyz to the City, like that, just really trying to, you know, really trying to get myself out there. If you feel like you don't have to put yourself out there, you're already going to lose, because the game is so oversaturated. You got to stand out. Like, you have to stand out. You got to do something different. Like, yeah.
Sure. So the Keyz to the City event, for those who don't know, can you like break down what that is and what they do?
So that basically, Keyz to the City, shout out L, you know, that was a open mic kind of thing, you feel me, that they was doing every week. Uncle Tony, he was hosting that joint, just really pushing that joint and really, like, you know, trying to, you know, doing it, you feel me, like, you know, it slowed down a little bit, and I feel like the slowdowns come from people not appreciating, you know, them putting their forefront and stuff like that. Like, people don't really be like appreciating the music and shit like that, but it was real life had, like, that shit was lit. Like, I feel bad, like, I'm grateful for that. I was there, like, you know, the shit was like jumping and shit like that, because yeah, like, that shit ain't, you feel me, people take shit for granted, and then when the shit gone, they be like, oh, well, we doing this, we doing that, you feel me? Nah, like, that shit was lit, for real.
Yeah, definitely. I think I met you at one of them jumps.
Yeah.
Well, I seen you. I think I probably met you prior to, but I seen you at one of them.
I done seen you a couple times, bro. Nah, for real.
Okay, so the Say Cheese event that came in. So
nah, for real.
I seen you there too.
Nah, for
you
real.
got like been moving around. You be working like.
Yeah, trying to.
So what was that event like when you, from your perspective?
That shit was lit for real. Like, you know, just like, again, locking in with the right people. That's when I think I met Bird at that joint, you know. Shout out to her, you feel me, like,
DMV.
you know, just really doing shit, you know, like, or like, oh, I might not talk to people as much, or like, I still will give them their flowers, because, you know, motherfuckers was looking out at the time and shit like that. Really just trying to, you know, push certain shit, like, just push certain shit. Like, you know, people will tell me something, like, we doing this, we doing that, you know, just try and pull up, show love to the people that show love to you. That shit was, like, different. Like, even though I knew, like, certain people had already seen certain shit that I was doing and everything, it just felt good to put the extra mile in. Like, people like, oh, this person already seen that, I'm not about to go stand in line and perform and shit like that. It's just like, no, like, just getting outside and really touching the ground and really doing what you have to do. Like, that should be lit.
Sure. You had the chance to talk to Sean Cotton at that joint?
Yeah, nah, for real.
Yeah, cool.
I locked in for real. After that joint, he flew me out Dallas, all that shit. Yeah, that's how I did the joint with BFB.
That shit was, we gonna get into that.
Yeah, that shit was lit, bro. Shit was lit.
Alright, so yeah, how that link up?
Yeah, that shit was lit, bro. When I say, like, one of the realest rappers, bro, but nigga still funny as shit, bro. Like, for real, nigga blessed me, gave me bread out his pocket. Sean gave me bread out his pocket, like, real live. Like, shit was lit, bro. Like, when I went out there, it was all love. Like, yeah, man. That shit crank.
DFW?
Yeah, Dallas. Yeah,
Fort Worth.
Dallas, Fort Worth. That shit big, like, bro. Like, when I was out there joining, like, that shit just like, damn, like, that shit big as bro. Like, what the like, yeah, everything big in Texas. When they say that shit, they mean that shit. And they highway, like, they speed limit like 80 or something. Like, they was real like getting it out there. Like, I was using an Uber. That joint was like, phew. I was like, oh shit. Like, these niggas is real live, like, yeah,
moving out there.
Moving for real.
So prior, alright, so what was that? Y'all did a video and a...
Yeah, we did the video and everything.
Yeah, all in one little...
All in one. Like, I realized we flew down there, Friday? I guess Friday we flew down there. Saturday we was locking in. Sunday we was back on the flight. Like, that shit was lit.
That shit was lit. You obviously start seeing more success with your songs. So what's that like now, linking up with people that's in the industry that's saying a little bit of success?
Just like, I feel like that shit is lit. I feel like when you visualize, like, working with certain people and, like, doing certain things that happen, like, before I locked in with them, I would, like, visualize that shit, like, oh yeah, one day I'm gonna be locking in with these people. So I just feel like now it lets me know, like, I did it once, I can do it again. Like, the only person that can be in the way of my success is me. Like, if I'm like not as consistent enough, or like if I'm not putting out music how I need to be, like, I can realize, sit back and be like, no, like, I realize have to like get up and do what I need to do so that shit can shake. Like, ain't nobody gonna make it shake for me. No Diddy.
For sure. For sure. What you currently working on? What project you currently on?
For real, I'm working on like a lot of singles. I've really just been locked in the studio. Like, my mans, he been pulling up on me every other day, if not every day. We've just been trying to do at least 3-4 songs. We been doing endless joints, like 5-6, but at least, you know, just pushing it. I feel like just trying to like do certain stuff by myself, or like, you know, certain situations, like people not seeing eye to eye, stuff like that. Like, you know, sometimes you gotta just move around and know that you can still do what you gotta do. And like, that's what I just been trying to do. But like, yeah, a lot of singles and shit. I'm working on the deluxe for my project. Let them know, Lay. If you ain't check that joint out, y'all can go check that joint out. It's just all hits, really pushing that shit. Like, getting back into my marketing, getting back into, like, you know, my content and shit. Because, you know, I feel like sometimes be a little in my head with that shit.
Mm-hmm. The project, Let them know, Lay, like, how has the reception been?
That joint been good. I feel like, you know, just same way, like, it's like a snowball effect. Just, you know, execute my plan, just really pushing that shit, doing my contents, my TikTok, like that, Twitter, all that shit. Just really put my best foot forward to push that shit.
Yeah.
Cause, you know, like, you know, or like even like being independent and shit like that, like, you realize gotta put your groundwork in so that shit can blow.
And independent, like, do you have management?
Not right now.
Okay. Oh, okay. So how you maneuver? You had management?
Yeah.
Alright, so
I feel like, me personally at the time, like, for real, I was like on some, like, not necessarily with music, but I feel like mentally I wasn't there. So I didn't want to feel like I was wasting anybody's time type shit. So like, I was just, you know, just regrouping, like really regrouping and sitting back, like seeing is like, not saying seeing if this is what I really want, because of course this is what I really want, but like, you know, you really gotta know what you want to do, and like really know if you're gonna put your all into it, because I ain't the type to like just be half-ass doing nothing.
Top 5. You listen to Go-Go?
Yeah.
You got any top bands?
Yeah, I'll listen to a little bit of everybody. No impressions. Me and my brother H2D. He be listening to H2D like shit, you know.
Yeah.
This man just like shit, or like my father and them, they used to listen to Backyard shit like that. Just, yeah, like, you know, I'm sharp. I ain't gonna sit here like, oh, I'm a super go-go head, but if the go-go come on, we lit. Yeah. For real, like, bro, then like, no impressions at Babylon or something, we lit. Like, you know, shout out to go-go, like, that's the culture.
Top 5 rappers, like all time, dead or alive, now, back then, just your top 5.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess what, like, I don't know. Nicki Minaj on there, Lauryn Hill. Like, if we talking about all time. Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna say mine though. I ain't gonna try to like sound too sweet. Niggas like Tupac, Biggie. I'm not listening to that.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't never heard nobody put Nicki and Lauryn Hill like.
Nah, for real. Like, you feel
that.
me?
Right.
Future. That's on my top list. I listen to a lot of the Baby. Shout out to Baby and
Jesus was like that.
Yeah, that was my shit. We used to listen to that shit, like even like, cause my folks from down there, so we listen to that shit for a break. And then who else? Me, what the f? I'm on that list now, for real. Like, that's just the mindset you gotta have, and it's like the delusion of it. Like, not saying I'm delusional, but like, you know, like, yeah, you gotta be like,
yeah, you gotta be your number one
supporter.
You know,
nah, for real, you gotta think you the best.
Oh God, what have you learned like so far within your journey of the music?
I learned to take everything with a grain of salt. I guess if that's the saying. I learned that business and personal sometimes don't mix. I mean, you can definitely be locked in with, you know, people and like that, but I know that sometimes that, I don't know, just certain politics that's going on with other people can kind of get in the way of your journey. So you just gotta, you know, like, just take everything like it is what it is, you know. Like, I've had certain situations come where it'd be like, this is that and the third, or this, and I just be like, you know, like, but it wasn't like, you know, that's not on me like that. So like, you know, just knowing that you can't really be too in your feelings. You gotta play the game how the game go.
Anything else you wanted to like that you pushing that you wanted to say?
You already know, man. Let's let them know. Lay all platforms. Shout out GHE. You know that's me. I'm putting that shit on my back and on the map. Shout out Good Money. That's what we rocking. You already know. Like, shout out the gang. Shout out everybody. Like, you feel me? Shout out everybody that's showing me love. I ain't gonna sit here and name names. Y'all know who y'all is. Shout out the whole VA. From AVA to the south to the highway. All that shit. We up next, y'all. Get all that extra shit. Nah, man. We up next. Let's keep pushing that shit. Let's keep going, cause like for real, it's money to be made. For real.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah.
Alright, man, we back. You know what I'm saying? We about to wrap this down up. Smack Smackavelli and all that there. Let them know when it's done with us. Let them know late. Let's put the whole
for real, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, let's go up, y'all.
Yeah, you know, tune in. You hear me?
Tune in. Hell yeah.